Alright, this is Gamma Rays, and I'm back. This time, we're doing Zephyros' castle, or tower, in one take and under 7 minutes. Let's go. As your characters leave, as your party leaves Yartar, they head towards Everland. And on the second day of travel, when they wake up from their slumber, they realize that the clouds above are extremely closer than usual. Heavily closer than usual. And while they keep walking and walking and walking, traveling on their way, they see that after about 10 minutes, they manage to pass an edge of these really low-lying clouds. And they realize that these clouds are lower than the rest of the clouds in the sky by miles. And when that happens, they see a light bluish gray head pop out with a wispy white goatee and a little white hair that just goes, "Excuse me, is insert party name around in this area? Have you heard of them? I'm searching for them." In common. And they're like, "Oh, what's happening? A giant is asking about us, about the party, in common." "Yes, it's us. What's going on?" "Oh, it really is you. All right then, goody. And he makes a staircase from the clouds that he resides upon, brings it down, and talks to the players and tells them that he has been in contact with deities or beings from outer planes, and they have told him that to help the party name or the character name, helping them will help save the realm from the giant threat. And players will be like, "Oh shit, okay, let's go, let's do it." And up they go into Zephyros' tower. You have three things that you're going to do. Four, I guess. One, you're going to allow Zephyros to give some narration to what's going on. He'll know what the cloud giants are doing, maybe what the frost giants are doing. He probably won't know what the fire giants, stone giants, and hill giants are doing. Maybe he knows what the stone giants are doing. Maybe not. It's up to you. It's up to DM discretion. He'll be taking them to Everland or Zymorvan's Hall. Really depends on what your players are prioritizing. Are they prioritizing getting to Everland so that they can talk to Dralfelev in order to get the teleportation circles, which they probably don't know about? Or do they want to go to Zymorvan's Hall to get Giant's Bane first? We'll handle that later. Either way, wherever they go, you can just from Everland to Zymorvan's Hall, from Zymorvan's Hall down to Everland. It doesn't really matter. It's fine. Zephyros has lots of books that could allow your players to research things that they want, because he is a researcher. He documents a lot of things. He experiments with a lot of things. So you could allow your characters to have like 100 hours of reading a certain book to gain a skill, to gain knowledge about whatever, dragons, giants, magical weapons and artifacts, ancient locations that maybe Zephyros knows about, new skills like proficiency with jewelry's kit, proficiency with alchemy's kit, proficiency with poisoner's kit. Probably Zephyros has information about all of those. And so you can allow your players to do that. On free days where nothing is happening, because most of the time during this travel of 10, 11, 12 days, nothing is going to happen, you can give them 9 hours of reading time. And after that 9 hours, every extra hour of reading will cost a constitution check that will start at 10 and progressively go up by 5. And then you're like, okay, constitution check of 10, you make it, you don't get exhaustion. 15, you make it, you don't get exhaustion. 20, ooh, you didn't make it, you take 1 point of exhaustion. And, and they'll be like, okay, let's continue. Or let's stop, I don't want to gather exhaustion points. Thing is, if they rack up exhaustion points, they're going to face a problem, because one long rest can only remove 1 exhaustion point. It cannot remove all exhaustion points unless the DM specifically states or says so. Therefore, if they rack up to 4 exhaustion points, they're like, okay, I'll just sleep it off. On the 3rd day or 4th day, when an encounter is going to happen, they're going to be in trouble. Alright, next encounter. Instead of using mages, use a Kraken priest, and you can reflavor mages into warlocks. You can use the giant vultures, but have them be covered in a layer of slime or something, or ooze, that when they are hit, they deal 1d6 damage to whoever hit them in melee within 5 feet of them. Right, acidic damage, because that'll help showcase that yes, these guys are working for the Kraken Society. These vultures are different. They're giant vultures, they're giant crows, ravens, whatever you want to call them, whatever they are. I really don't remember. I think they're giant vultures. Anyways, they're giant vultures. They have slime on their bodies. If they get hit within 5 feet, and the person who hit them is within 5 feet, they'll take 1d6 acid damage. Along with the Kraken Priest and their abilities and their durability against non-magical weapons, it may be a tough fight. If it's not, you have a really large party and you really want to make it a tough fight, you can have the Kraken Priest summon like a juvenile Kraken, and then, which is honestly really bonkers for level 6, but you can drop Zephyros in at any time to save the party and help them out. Just don't make that a habit. Just don't make an NPC saving the party a habit, because then your players will just get annoyed by that over time. Second encounter with Clarion, the adult silver dragon, and the Mithril Hall dwarves. If you have someone in the what do you call it, in the Lord's Alliance, then go ahead. If you don't, and you have a dwarf or a gnome, you can still go ahead with this by making one of the dwarves that comes in a lifelong friend or a childhood friend of one of the players. That's how you can get the situation de-escalated. If not, then it's not going to de-escalate, because Clarion would never deal or talk or negotiate with a cloud giant whom she deems as evil, because dragons and cloud giants, and dragons and giants, they'll just clash on sight immediately. And when that gets resolved and Clarion leaves, you can have Zephyros drop the ancient Ostorian Empire versus the ancient Draconic nation millennial war that had happened and had gone on for so long, to the point that no one even remembers why the war started. They just know that if they meet each other, they will fight to the death. So the fact that the party is mediated between these two really old beings that have an ancient rivalry and enmity towards each other is a-okay. After that, Zephyros will drop your players off at either Everland or Zymorven Hall, whatever your players choose, and I'll make separate videos for those soon. I don't have my editing, I don't have my editing station with me, my PC, right now, so I don't know how long it'll be before I manage to do that, but I'll try to get it out to you as soon as possible. And with that being said, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and this is Gamma Rays, over and out.